Yeah. What's up, y'all? It's the one and only T Cash. Original Friday Night Vibe. This segment is about healing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out here at Lake Folsom, California. It's about 20 minutes past Sacramento, the city at least. And as you probably can hear, man, it's actually fish all around here. But motherfuckers are allergic to my pole and my bait. So the first thing that I always relearn when I go fishing is patience. Another one is acceptance. And then another one really is kind of like organic. This is just me. I don't know if this is like a universal rule, but the other one is optimism. You know what I mean? Like I feel like yeah, I'm kind of rambling off topic. The nature of this segment is all about loss. And today is about 3 days ahead of what marks my sister's would be 48th birthday, 49th. 49th birthday. My sister passed away in 2017. Forgive me. 2017. I'm open about the fact, you know, she had a lot of substance abuse issues going on, and once she got hooked on it, it came and went. She never fully recovered, even though in the moment physically she was sober when she passed. Just, you know, years of substance abuse can do that to somebody's body. Anyhow, things that come up 5 years after the passing of my sister. The first thing is it's always going to be a little bit of guilt involved, because, you know, you always think like, man, I wish I could have done something to help her. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could have been there. I think as a man growing up in a household with primarily, you know, a single mom, you know what I mean? My parents divorced at not an early age, but I was around 11 years old. I was kind of conditioned to believe that as a little boy, which is 10 and 11 years old, right, that you can be the man of the house. You know what I mean? And I wasn't. I couldn't be. I was a boy. And I think that's something super toxic that we should stop promoting to our young men. But that's a whole nother segment. Anyway, I wish I could have helped her. I just feel guilty, you know, and not to say that I'm feeling so guilty I'm gonna swerve off the road when I'm driving and shit. But, you know, I still feel a little guilty, man. Like I'm always feel like, man, it's just something I could have done. You know what I'm saying? But that's a pipe dream. No pun intended, man. You know, I think the second thing is anger. And I want to put my finger on something. The death of a sibling is tough, because no matter what, even in healthy sibling situations, there's this almost like rivalry. You know what I mean? Like this competition between sibling rivalry, right? And for me, when she passed away, there was a part of me that still felt a little envious, man, and angry that she was getting all the attention again, you know, and that was an unhealed part of myself, an inner child who, you know, still was, you know, 7 and 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, still competing with my big sister. But, you know, that part does come up, man, just a lot of anger. So if you are in the don't land. Man, this duck just landed in the area where I'm fishing at. This fool is about to, yeah, you get out the way, man. I'm trying to catch something. Anyway, hopefully you can hear me, because and then he just told his homies it's all good to come over here. Now you're gonna drive. Anyway, man, okay, let's get back to subject. So, the thing about anger and like frustration and jealousy and all of that is really like the hardest part is just accepting the fact that you feel angry and not spiraling into any more guilt. You feel me? Because that can be a thing too. You can feel guilty. I can feel even more guilty. Like I shouldn't be angry. I should be sad, you know? And I think the only thing that's really helped me, honestly, you guys, is just therapeutic measures. You know, talking to a therapist. Talk to a therapist if you can. Talking to people in general that you trust with your vulnerabilities. Talking to people, just letting it out in a safe space. That's helped me with that. But that's a touchy subject. So like I was saying, if you're living with the loss of a sibling and you feel a little guilt, a little anger, a little bit of that sibling rivalry creeping up, it's like, damn, why do they still get all the attention even after death? You know what I'm saying? That's real. That's a real thing. So don't feel any type of way like, oh man, I shouldn't feel like this. It's like, it's natural. It's normal. I'm gonna circle back, man. The anger piece, I'm just put this out here, right? A lot of times people associate me with North Oakland, and that's very correct on a lot of levels. I grew up back and forth between my mother's apartment on East 18th Street in Oakland and North Oakland on 43rd and Market. And if you know about North Oakland for real, you know that it's a few, people that are pretty historical as far as like the streets go. And my sister was involved with a certain individual. He was a pretty notorious guy. You know what I mean? And this is not anything to say anything negative towards him, ironically, right? Because that's what people probably want. But I'm going to go back to anger. My sister died of substance abuse. And when she passed away, a lot of people may have assumed that I was going to check in with the person that my sister was dealing with, who a lot of people assumed that he was the one that got her hooked on drugs. You know what I'm saying? Damn, it's a big ass B right here. Do not come around me. Do not come. Where am I going with that? You might feel anger and want to take it out on somebody. You want to blame somebody, but the only person I can really blame at the end of the day is who my sister told us to blame, which is number one, herself. And the other person that got her involved with drugs, it wasn't even him. And that's from her mouth. And I'm going to believe her. And I'm going to just leave that other individual alone. You know what I mean? So anger, trying to make somebody pay, it kind of comes back into this grand idea of, drum roll please, control. I just wish that I had more control over the situation. Excuse me. I just wish I had more control over the situation, man. And I think as a kid, growing up in some of these elements that we grow up in, clearly I didn't grow up in no fucking Lake Folsom. You know what I'm saying? This is gorgeous. Even with respect to everybody locked up in the pen, folks that's right down the street. You know what I'm saying? This shit is gorgeous, man. But anyway, you grow up in an environment where you don't have any real control past a certain point. So you just got to roll with the punches. You know what I'm saying? And as an adult, you think, well, maybe I could go back in time, or maybe I could correct that feeling of just having no control. You can as an adult, but it's a delicate dance with the inner child, and that inner child in me, and maybe the inner child in you that's lost a sister or a brother or a cousin or a close sibling or a family member. It might pull on that urge to just say, man, how come I couldn't control the situation? You know what I'm saying? But hold on for a minute. You catch anything? No. Only tease us. Yeah, man. I might head up out of here too in a minute. Yeah. I give up. Yeah. I'm about to be right behind you, man. Maybe we try that glass gate.
Yeah.
Glass road. Oh yeah, over that way. Yeah.
Maybe better that way.
Maybe. Yeah. Good luck.
You too.
Yep. I didn't really have. I wish I could have controlled. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I could have controlled the situation as a kid. Maybe my circumstances would have turned out different. You might be thinking that, right? But what happened, it's happened. And the best thing that we can do, and I'm speaking to, fellow survivors of childhood trauma, of the environment that we were in, I'm calling it Oakland. It was Oakland, right? A little bit of Sacramento, a little bit of San Francisco, the Bay Area, but primarily Oakland. The best that we can do is just recognize that it's a hurt child in us that still wants to show up and do something about it, or have someone do something for us, And I'm gonna be honest with you, it can be the worst feeling in the world, but if you're feeling that, then you're onto something, because that's where you should start. So I'm hoping that this was beneficial. Original Friday Night Vibe. T Cash, YouTube. Like, subscribe, check us out. I got more segments coming. This is a healing episode. This is just something to say, hey man, you know, if you've dealt with loss, if you're dealing with loss right now, if it's still a fresh wound, or if you're just like me, you just kind of always show up in hindsight and just deal with it, just remember, man, you're not alone. And you know, that's something for me, to be honest with you, that helped me really transition out of the toxicity of hip hop. And that's something that people don't want to hear. I know it, because they want me to just grab the mic and start rapping again, and I probably will. But you know, along with that is like, you know, it's just certain things that we rap about, and there's certain places we go as a conglomerate as far as rappers and producers and industry folks. And it's like, you know, sometimes we need more than that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we need more than that. And hopefully this is that more. I got more in store. You know, today was just about the loss of a sibling, you know, coping with the loss of a sibling, but we'll have more stuff. I think I should make, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, I think I will do something. Oh shit. If they bite on my hook, I'm out here fishing. If they bite my hook, that's a absolute, that is a sign right there. Hopefully they'll bite this motherfucker, man. Shit. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. There's hella fish out here. Fish out here, y'all. Hold on. That's not. Anyway, that's really it for right now, man. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, man. And yeah, I got these Mountain Man fucking OG blue blockers on, because I'm looking hella tired. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. Peace.